Hey guys, and welcome to another great edition of Upfront Games Gaming News. And this week we've kind of peeled away from the PS5, Xbox Anaconda, new gaming consoles that may be coming out. But we'll get back into that as new confirmed news arises. And we may have a little bit of rumor mill that comes out in the next couple weeks. We'll see. So first things first, we've kind of been rendering our show a little bit differently and trying to figure out where to fit everything. So from here on out, the biggest game release of the week will more than likely be the front load for each different system type. So PlayStation, Xbox, Nintendo. They may not be exclusive, so keep that in mind. For instance, this week, both the games that are highlighted between PlayStation and Xbox are actually cross-platform and they're on both systems. So we'll discuss that and we'll show the initial trailer for that new game for the week, and then we'll go into the news for that week. I think that'll keep the format pretty open, and there's going to be a couple things this week that I really want to see some comments on. So without further ado, let's just jump into it. So let's start with PlayStation. So the biggest new release this week is going to be Ace Combat 7. And to be honest with you, I haven't played Ace Combat since I think Ace Combat 3, just because it was to me, it was repetitive, but I have looked at this trailer numerous times, and after seeing Ace Combat 7, it might be something I'll grab. Just to see if it's as good as it looks. So that's coming out this week, and let's just jump into the trailer, and then we'll come back and do the news for PlayStation.
Peggy 12.
Does the color of the sky mean anything special to you? It does to me. A hell of a lot. When I close my eyes, the sky in my dreams is a deep, dark blue.
The Kingdom of Erusia has declared war on the Osean Federation. I repeat.
Bogey approaching fast from the rear. Did the jailer know about the shitstorm he was sending us into?
Penal units are just pawns. What's with this guy? That's an Su-30.
We don't want to mess with this guy.
All we can do is fly away as fast as we can.
So you simply watch things unfold from a distance.
Yeah. I mean, who would have ever thought that I'd just go and follow him straight into the enemy squadron like that?
He really is foolish, isn't he?
Yep, sure is.
Soul 1, what's your status?
Well, I'm feeling a little excited.
Trigger's taking the beast head on. I see the mark on his tail. You defile this country. As long as you're here, this country will never know peace.
Yet what is a nation?
I don't even have a country to call home. I wonder which path you would choose when looking at Harling's mirror.
Gargoyle 3 to battle. Ocean fighters do not attack. Shit, I mean, why are we being made to do this?
Yeah, I know. I'm heading into hell. Whatever. Adios, you damn fool.
Adjusting angle. Go! Aim for the one with 3 strikes. Surrender, foe. No breathe.
Fire! Hit, damn it!
10 seconds until the united attack of the Arsenal bird.
There are even rumors of penal units turning on their former allies.
Rumors. What kept the world relatively sane up to that point had been free-flowing data and information. Now, these were gone.
Everybody, give this attack everything you've got. Fire! What other choice do we have? I know. All aircraft, form up on trigger, nice and tight.
Stick with trigger and you'll make it.
That's the aircraft my grandfather told me about.
There are pilots like
you in every generation, and I've felled every last one of them.
Hey, can you hear me?
Can you hear me?
Trigger, can you hear me? All survivors, respond.
Can anyone hear me? That aircraft needs to be taken care of.
Can you hear me? Pilot with the 3 strikes.
Okay, guys, so that was Ace Combat 7. I hope you enjoyed the trailer. But again, it looks like it's going to be something worth checking out. So I'm kind of excited for Ace Combat 7 to drop. However, I think I'm going to wait, at least a month to actually play into it, just because I've got the new Far Cry coming out, and we're very concentrated on our Twitch series. So we've got to kind of balance things out. However, might be an impulse buy. Who knows? So let's continue with the PlayStation news. Cage is going to be the newest character in Street Fighter V Arcade Edition. So there's that. That should be coming out within the next couple weeks, if it's not out already. There's something that I kind of perused a little bit. Didn't dig really deep on it. But if you're into Street Fighter V and you play the Arcade Edition, that might be really good news to you. The last thing for PlayStation this week is that Resident Evil 2 has released the one-shot demo that released January 11th. So you can scavenge and survive Raccoon City throughout the demo, and you get unlimited continues to go through that. The demo itself. So it's basically the same concept. You're going to be keeping minimal health, minimal ammo, minimal everything to survive within Raccoon City and Resident Evil 2. So if you're looking forward to that, the release date on that is January 25th. So it's only a couple weeks away. So Resident Evil 2, if you're into it, you've got it coming, and you can download the demo now. So all that being said, let's move on to Xbox. So Xbox, the game we chose to highlight this month, or this week I should say, the Grand Tour. If you've ever watched the show, if you're interested in the little games and concepts that they play with the different cars, it's actually a really interesting show if you're a car head. But it's going to be a niche market. But I think, watch the trailer and we'll see.
Oh, God. Drive fast. You know these savagely people. What are you doing? Did you see that rubbish? Stupid idiot! That's out of order, mate. Bad naughty car! A siren, in case anybody needs me. Oh, come on! Really? I think it went well. The Grand Tour game. Don't just watch us, be us.
Okay, guys. So that was the Grand Tour. If you are into the series, then you might find that as something you get interested in or want to buy, which is great. I'm not so sure. I'm kind of on the fence. The main question that I have in reference to the game is, how much can you possibly do? Because it's not a traditional racing series. There are some races that play a part in it, but I wonder how they've developed that from the series and turned it into the game that it is. So we'll have to see. Another one I'm kind of questionable on purchasing, but overall it looks good, and I was kind of intrigued by the fact that it looks like it's an Amazon game. That's kind of interesting to me. So we'll see. Now let's talk about Xbox as a whole. So there's an Xbox MVP website that is coming out that's going to spotlight the Xbox MVPs, which apparently are people that have gone above and beyond in the gaming realm to put games out there or influence people to play more games. So a couple organizations out there that were basically putting games in front of situation for charities and stuff like that. They get recognized as Xbox MVPs. Well, this website is going to allow them to spotlight those MVPs so you can get to know them. It'll allow chances to collaborate with those MVPs to make communities better or do certain events with their existing organizations, I would assume. And then you can nominate new Xbox MVPs through this website. Now, the Xbox MVPs have influence on new games, services, and products. What that means is those Xbox MVPs take a trip yearly, I believe it is, to Washington, to Xbox headquarters, and they're able to look at new games, products, and services and assist in making them better before their release, or having a say in kind of how things are developed and being able to fix certain things that may be a little buggy before the release. So I think it's a really good program. But once the website releases, I guess we'll know a little bit more in depth about how that's going to basically operate and who's going to have influence and who's not. So I encourage you to go ahead and check that out as soon as it releases. Again, it's just a website to put you in touch with the Xbox MVPs currently, and again, take on those other functions within the site itself. Now, the last thing that I wanted to touch on when it comes to Xbox, they're running their Artistic Adventure sale. That's until January 14th. You can save up to 75% on 50 beautiful adventure games. Just to name a few, Hollow Knight is 40% off, The Pillars of Earth is 50% off, and Late Shift is 50% off. So go ahead and check those out in the Xbox Marketplace if you're looking for some new beautifully artistic games. There you go. So now let's move into Nintendo, and believe it or not, Nintendo's got the biggest news this week, which I was kind of thrown off by. However, Nintendo is doing big things, so the Switch is excelling, and there's a lot of things going on. So first, let's jump into the trailer for their release this week. Travis Strikes Again, No More Heroes. Check it out.
Take one more step, and you're dead. It's too late. Now you're screwed, old man. You wanna play? Let's play. Bring it, nerd. Pay your debt. Hold on. Wait for a long time. There's a new generation of humans out there. Let me at least introduce myself. Travis Gotcha. You murdered my dog. Don't pretend you've forgotten. Now you're just gonna confuse people. They need to know about the most hardcore assassin in video games. You bastard! We're trying to butter up the gamers. Your fight is here in the real world. Nice work, big man. Part 2, the Phantom Game console. So this is where it's been hiding.
Hi guys, so that was Travis Strikes Again, No More Heroes. So there's a couple big things from Nintendo this week. More, I guess it's more rumor mill in a way, but still could be exciting. So Nintendo New York City, which is their store located in New York City, they closed the second floor until 11:30 a.m. on Tuesday, the 15th, for a private event. However, it's unknown at this time if that private event is due to a game release or somebody actually paying to buy out the floor to host their own event. There is no further information on that. However, I think it would be pretty cool if it is some sort of direct release information or Nintendo Direct gala or something like that that's going to bring out more Nintendo information for the year. However, we don't know. It's just rumor mill at this point. Maybe we'll hear more. Maybe it'll just dissipate and fall the wayside. And they did their little event and nothing came of it, or it was not related at all. Who knows? The last thing I have from Nintendo today is Universal Studios. If anybody heard this this rumor, it was a while back, that Universal Studios Orlando was going to be looking at opening a Pokemon / Zelda themed portion of their park. So according to newest rumors, they may have temporarily shelved that idea for at least 4 years, if not permanently axed the project. Basically, it's partly believed to be that they didn't want Nintendo's presence to match the Harry Potter attractions, as well as the risk factor after the flopped Fast and the Furious attraction, which Fast and the Furious being one of the highest grossing franchises for Universal Studios, when the ride came out, it flopped. And so their concern there is viable. So what we do know is that in 2020 in Japan, there will still be a Nintendo themed area of Universal Studios Japan. That has been confirmed by Nintendo. However, as far as Orlando, it's all speculation and rumor. Nobody really knows. So we'll keep you posted on that as we go forward. But that's really it as far as news today. So a little bit shorter than last week. Not as many previews, but of course, coming into the new year, we had to touch on the most anticipated games of 2019, and that kind of made that video a little bit longer. So please leave your comments and concerns below as far as what you think and what you would like to see. I definitely want to hear what you think about the Universal project and what you think about Xbox's MVP. So if you could, take a chance, leave a comment, subscribe. It helps. Trust me. Once we get to a point where we get enough subscribers, we're going to start doing some giveaways. So until then, we're just going to be building this up week after week. So thanks for tuning in. Hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, and by all means, paste the link on your social media, and let's get it out there. Thanks, guys. Another round of Upfront Games, and we'll see you next week.